What do you think is going to happen in the next few months and next few years? Because we are seeing a rush of, updates on the AI stuff and other stuff.
In Dubai, people do is that they work in downtown or these areas, but they live in Sharjah, Ajman,
Yeah, yeah.
and they are wasting one third of their life on
The
the road.
fintech side, it's a very, technical and complicated. That's what I was trying to get at. So how do you manage that shit?
So help us other aspects like operations, creating SOPs, and onboarding.
Leaving a good day job and then shifting into agency is always like, when you get frustrated, you are like, okay, the job was
They
very,
also took advantage of my situation, didn't give me money, disappeared with all the
yeah.
beautiful, excellent results they had, and then that was my lesson.
How's the business environment in Hong Kong? Because mostly for a normal person, what we do is we open an LLC.
Respect is two-way. So if you are, gathering with the clients or with anyone, if they do not respect you, your boundaries, then they are not your client.
Hi, Babar, how are you?
Hi Adil, I'm good. How about yourself?
I am good, just woke up. So, Babar, I was going through your LinkedIn and I started seeing, it's a very unique profile that you have been talking about, the coaching businesses and how to help them scale, and also, a lot of things that are in the Google Ads and other realm. But I wanted to know, like, obviously, where you come from is very interesting, but what do you think is going to happen in the next few months and next few years? Because we are seeing a rush of, updates on the AI stuff and other stuff, and it's becoming so much that, it's hard to keep track of.
Yeah, very good question. We, I have an agency called Branding Limited. It's based in Hong Kong, and out of 22 years of digital marketing, last 11 years I've spent in the FinTech niche. So in FinTech niche,
Yeah.
I was the director of growth marketing at one of the reputable FinTech company. And in 2022, I resigned from there, and then I started this agency with an aim to provide ethical marketing services where we can scale businesses and provide services and learn. I personally learned a lot of lessons from by work after working with so many agencies in the past, and I saw why those agencies were not successful, and I tried my best. I'm trying my best to not do those practices in my agency. So this is why we take less clients, but we give them red carpet
Oh,
service.
yeah, makes sense.
So
Makes
proprietary trading firms is also uh, part of fintech niche, where which is you can say that e-commerce side of retail trading, in which traders register themselves as to pass a challenge, and they trade on a demo account or simulated account, and once they pass the challenge according to the rules of that the company has set, they get a funded account where they can trade and can make money and then split the profit with the company. And coaches is another part. We are also helping fintech coaches and scaling them. So you said you asked a question about AI.
Yep.
In terms of AI, actually, it's complementing us. Not we're not scared of it so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
because a lot of things that used to be delayed because of manual work and also because of human um, intervention, because they were dependent on different people. Now they are getting faster.
Yep, makes sense.
I'm personally investing a lot of money in AI to automate a lot of things in our agency internally. So
Yep.
this just this month, I'm going to start invest one of the big, largest investment we ever do.
Yeah.
to optimize all our internal processes and
Yep.
implement AI on every aspect of our operations.
Yep. Yeah, yeah,
I'm
makes sense.
sure it will not be our core service. It will not affecting our core service, which is paid advertising and optimization, but it will help us other aspects like operations, creating SOPs, and onboarding, offboarding, and other client discussions and proposals and all other things that normally require my time or my senior team members' time to onboard a client.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense. So basically, I have also done the same for all the redundant tasks or all the tasks that we had. We just, outsourced it to AI, and now it's very easier, and it actually gives me a lot of free time to,
Mm,
explore other things and stuff like that, because that's important as well. You have to stay on top of everything. So, you do need some time as a, entrepreneur or as a business leader to, figure out what others are doing and what new things are coming in the market. So yeah, AI helps in that aspect as well.
awesome, very nice.
So Barber, you talked about like proprietary trading firms and also being in the fintech business, and then shifting to providing services for Google Ads and stuff. Uh, wasn't it a huge shift or huge change? Because most fintech companies I know are very to put it simply, it's a dry work that I have seen. Like it's not very, uh, how would I say it? I would say like for a day-to-day person, it's very complicated. So the fintech is very dry field, but when you come to the normal business or normal Google Ads and stuff, it needs to be very shiny and very appealing and stuff. So how did you manage that shift? Yeah.
Okay, so first and first, like I don't know what your experience is, like why you say it's so dry, and for us, it's kind of adventure because this is
Nice.
high risk industry, and
Yeah.
my decade-long experience in this industry gives me an edge to solve those problems which a lot of times many of our competition and also internal team members of our clients are not able to solve.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. I
So
understand.
the biggest challenge that people face in this industry is compliance with the rules of the countries and also the advertising platforms. And as a result of lack of experience, if a person doesn't know what they are doing or they do not know the compliance part of it, they blow up the ads account
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
very quickly. So their ads account get disabled or disapproved very quickly. So some of our clients that are working with us for a few years already, they came to us
Awesome.
because of the same problem. Sometimes few clients, their internal teams uh, burnt all those accounts
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they didn't know. They had an
yeah,
e-commerce background or they had normal advertising
yeah, yeah,
background and they did not know how to do that. And some of the clients, they come to us because they were working with other agencies who boast themselves as proprietary trading firms, marketing experts, but they were stuck with the scaling part.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we help them, those clients, scale them past seven figures a month in
Awesome.
revenue generation. So these are the things that helps us like active and also give us some kind of drive and makes it like an adventure. And yeah, we feel like we are not doing ordinary stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We do have other clients as well, like in a luxury space, like luxury cruise traveling and coaching
Yeah, yeah.
space. and
Makes
some
sense.
other clients like luxury dressing, luxury
Yeah.
watches. If you
So
see,
that's what
we serve
I
sales
was trying
channels
to
for
say
them.
that that's what I was trying to say that the luxury brands are very glamorous and stuff like that. So you have
Yeah,
to use a glamour aspect of it. But on the trading firm side or on the fintech side, it's a very technical and complicated. That's what I was trying to get at. So how do you manage that shift? And because it's a two different mindsets. Because yeah, that's what I think.
yeah. So you see, there are three uh, areas, three types of industries, right? Health, wealth,
Yeah,
and relationship, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice
So
translation.
if you
Yeah,
see fintech and also this luxury traveling and luxury suiting and luxury watches, they're all lifestyle.
yeah, yeah,
So that gives us an edge because we are targeting the same audiences
yeah, yeah, yeah.
where uh, uh, they want somewhere they want to make money, and
Yeah.
but the companies themselves they want to show a lifestyle like the life that will be after you achieve these milestones, financial milestones, wealth milestones, right? And
Nice, nice. That's a good approach. Yeah, I like
yeah,
it. Yeah.
on the other side, those who can afford the luxury traveling and luxury suiting and luxury watches, they have already achieved that thing. So
Yeah.
they are affluent target audiences. So so far we are successful.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that. That's a
Mhm.
really good one. Yeah. To be very honest, I never thought of it this way, but yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. So
Mhm.
switching gears into a very different conversation. Personally, I'm curious about it, so that's why I'm gonna ask you. How's the business environment in Hong Kong? Because mostly for a normal person, what we do is we open an LLC in USA or we open a limited liability company in UK. So because I have met very few businessmen who are actively working in Hong Kong. So how's the business environment there, and how's that environment like? Yeah,
Like I would say, it's one of the best because I came here 8 years ago, and I
awesome.
was working with that company in which the company moved their headquarters here. So I also came here, and
Yep.
then um, we moved to Dubai
Yeah.
at COVID times, and in 2022 I resigned and came back to Hong Kong with a clear aim that this is the place where I can start my agency business, and there are many benefits. Like if you compare, like most of the people, they are aware of Middle East,
Yeah.
mainly
Yeah.
Dubai, right, as a hub to start business because it gives you easy access,
Yep.
and with this smaller investment, anyone can start their business, right? Especially in digital space. But the downside of if you compare both countries, both places, is as a, as a family person, I have 4 kids. So as a
Yeah.
family person, if I want to raise my family in Dubai, I need actually a good amount of budget
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
schooling only,
Yeah.
right? And since I was living in the downtown, so expenses were very high
Yeah. Yeah.
already
I understand.
in
Yeah.
terms of rent, in terms of lifestyle, and also the schooling. It adds a lot of pressure, financial pressure. So I compared everything, and my wife is from mainland China. So we decided that Hong Kong is one of the best place to work. And I didn't know a lot of things before moving here. And after I registered my company and and sponsored myself here, which a lot of things happen without knowledge.
Okay.
And later I came to know that many people they try to open company here and set up their company here and try to sponsor themselves, open bank account, especially without green passport. It's a very, very, very difficult thing. But I was,
Okay. Nice.
you can say, lucky also,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Makes sense.
yeah, so everything happened smoothly for me.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Nice.
the benefits I see here is that government take care of a lot of things like medical and schooling, so you do not have to worry about those things. Third thing is that the thing that used to kill me a lot, that I had to drive in Dubai
Yeah.
to either I want to go anywhere or my family wants to go anywhere,
Yeah.
right? So we cannot have a driver 24/7. So
Yeah.
I have to drive anyways, and uh, based on the work style we have in agency, we do not have a time concept. We
Yeah.
work in different time zones. Some of my clients are from America, so
Yeah.
we have meetings in their time zone. Some of my clients are based in UK, so we have meetings in their time zone. Some of the clients are in Dubai and Eastern Asian countries, because there are hubs for
Yeah.
FinTech companies. So we have to work in different time zones, and different companies, different business owners have different style of working. So me and my team, we virtually work 18, 20 hours.
Yeah. I
And
understand.
yeah, like they are in different time zone, I'm in different time zone. So Hong Kong gave me an edge. Then I don't need a car here.
Yeah.
I don't need to drive.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Makes
Plus,
sense.
it's insanely safe. You
Nice.
cannot imagine how safe it is. And
Awesome.
third thing is that it's very beautiful.
Nice.
We
Nice.
don't
Nice.
see
Yeah.
golden sands, we see greenery. We
Awesome.
see,
Awesome.
like,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
my left side there's a sea, on my right side there's mountain, so I can see
Awesome.
the sea on behind the mountain also. There are pros and cons, of course, but
Yeah.
as a business owner, I'm telling you what benefits
The
I get.
pros. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and on
getting
top
out.
of that,
Yeah. Getting out of Dubai downtown is a task in itself if
yeah.
you're driving. Yeah. So yeah, I
At
do
that
understand.
time, it was relatively easier because at COVID times, I
Yeah,
used
that
to
was
break
going
my
to be
own
my next
record
question.
of
Like how
speeding.
how was Dubai was during COVID times? Because I came after COVID, so it was pretty hustling and bustling. But I've heard that during COVID times it was very quiet.
Yeah, and it's a huge difference. Huge. Like I was living in downtown, and I was aware that okay, if I drive from here and go to the other side of the canal, then it will take me just 5-10 minutes.
Ooh,
But
that would be a dream.
yeah, that was the time. And last time, like last year, I was there and I had a meeting, and I had that in mind, and I said, okay, maybe it will take half an hour,
Yeah.
but 1 hour I was stuck in that
Yeah,
place.
yeah, yeah.
And
It
the
has
other
happened.
person who was waiting, they went because they said
Yeah, yeah,
it's taking too long, and I missed that meeting. So that was one of my uh, important meetings which I missed. And now it's too much traffic actually. So this
yeah,
is where China and Hong Kong, they are very handy because you can calculate the time, and you arrive at that place exactly at that time.
yeah, yeah, I understand. And it's very because I've been in Dubai for 2 years and I've lived there. So you're right that it becomes very hectic as well. So but if you are in the Hong Kong, I haven't been there, but yeah, I do imagine that if it has greenery, mountains, and sea at the same time, it is going to be a very dream destination because
It's very
that
beautiful. Yes.
yeah, because that's why I moved from Dubai because I got tired of the sand and also the hotness as well because it's very hot. Like it's hot all the
Yes.
time,
Yes.
even at the night
Dubai
as
is
well.
very hot.
So yeah, so
Dubai is
yeah, I was
very
like,
hot. But the biggest mistake I see in the Middle East, in Dubai, people do is that they work in downtown or these areas, but they live in Sharjah, Ajman,
yeah, yeah,
and they are wasting one third of their life on the road.
yeah,
And people used to think that I was too rich, just living 5 minutes walk from the office. But in
yeah,
fact, I used to tell them that this is the shortest master class that I can give you right now. Is the time you're wasting,
yeah,
three to
yeah,
four hours every day in commuting. I'm
Yeah.
investing that time on myself, and the least I'm making is the rent of this place.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very clever as well.
Exactly.
The good thing happened with me was since I've been working remotely since COVID, so it was really good for me that I didn't have to go anywhere, and if I had to go, it was just for casual purposes. So, but because a lot of my friends, work there in Dubai, so it was very hectic for them. They would spend like 2 hours just commuting to
Exactly.
Sharjah and then coming back. So yeah, life becomes very hectic. So
Yep.
yeah, I do understand that. So so it's the similar. So for Hong Kong, it's the similar structure that you can actually sponsor yourself. Like in Dubai, you open your company and then you sponsor yourself and you get
It's not that
your salary.
easy,
Yeah, yeah, I
but
understand.
there,
Obviously,
there is possibility. Of course, a lot of businesses are moving here, and recently some of the influencers we know, like Ali
yeah,
Abdal, he recently
nice,
moved
nice,
to
nice.
Hong Kong. So I will have a meeting with him next month because we
Awesome,
are attending his event. So
nice.
uh, it has its charm.
Yeah, yeah,
I would
I
say
understand. Yeah,
Singapore even better
nice.
because
Singapore, I have heard a lot more cost than it's
yeah,
a
it's
lot
a
more
bit
expensive.
bit expensive, but there are advantages. There are pros and cons everywhere. Dubai gives you the best entertainment,
Yeah,
and
that's
we can find our like-minded people, our
yeah,
friends, families easily. Yeah,
yeah,
here it's mostly you and yourself. So
yeah. I
this
understand you.
this also is good because in the early days of your business, you have to spend most of your time
Yeah,
on the business,
yeah,
right? Or in the business also. So I remember since I started my agency, I was working 14 to 16 hours every day.
yeah, yeah. Makes sense. I
So
understand you.
sometimes feel lack of energy, sometimes feel bad also, like what am I doing? I was making six figures already in the day job,
Yeah,
and now I'm doing my business. So, but there was a sacrifice period, and after that is settled, now things are doing good. What I was making in the day job becomes a minimum now.
yeah, I understand.
So,
I understand. But the problem or the thing with leaving a good day job and then shifting into agency is always like when you get frustrated, you are like, okay, the job was better because I knew after a month the money will be deposited into my account. So that kind of thing.
yeah, but there is a formula. Like
Yeah,
it took me 2 years to shift
yeah,
my business. I actually, you can say that the seed I put in the soil and was the time when I was sitting in. You might be familiar with the Blue Water Island in
yeah,
Dubai,
yeah, yeah,
in Caesar's
yeah,
Palace.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was
Nice, nice.
peak COVID time, and it was lockdown, and we had several suites, and the
Yeah,
one big suite we were using as an office, and we used to go there for meeting, for work, and then come back to our suite again. So that time, actually, I decided that I should have control on myself rather than the situation controls me because I was far from my family. My
yeah,
families were in Hong Kong, and I was in very beautiful luxury,
yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah,
was kind of a jail because we cannot even go downstairs to the beach, to the pool.
yeah,
Everything comes in the room. So I invested at that time on a coach and started investing on myself more and learning more. And I came to know about sales funnels and all these things. And that was a tipping point. And then
nice, nice.
I started slowly with under the guidance of coach, of course. It took me 2 years, and there was a constant pressure from my coach side that I need to make a shift. I
Yeah,
need to be brave. I have to
yeah,
have that mindset. And then things happen.
yeah,
And a lot
yeah,
of people were telling me what you are doing.
yeah,
You are living in a place where we go to travel, like it's an
yeah,
amusement for us. But you're living there. You see the
yeah,
fountain dance, you see all these things, you walk to the Burj Khalifa and all these things.
yeah,
But if you're not satisfied inside, all
yeah,
these things become meaningless.
yeah.
Because
I understand. Yeah,
yeah,
that
you
that
have to
makes.
have your goals larger than your life. So that was the driving force behind it. And there is a formula. If whoever wants to switch from their job to business, like this is what my religious coach as well as my business coach, they gave me this formula that if you have minimum 6 months that you can survive without
Yeah,
making money and your family is not affected, you're in a good position to take a
make
leap.
the switch. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice, nice, nice.
So then we said, okay, I discussed it with my wife, and then she said, it's up to
Yeah,
you because
nice,
you
nice.
have to take the decision. So I took the leap of faith, and then things started working so fast. Then I also was surprised. And
Yeah,
of course, there are many other things also. There is law of attraction, there is
yeah,
meditation, there is what you call discipline, and of course, there was a lot of sweat and tears. Some
yeah,
clients, they also took advantage of my situation, didn't give me money, disappeared with all the
yeah,
beautiful, excellent results they had. And then that was my lesson in the early days. And some clients, they started at that time, they are still with me.
yeah. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah,
So as I told you, we are doing things a little bit differently, not making our clients feel like they are working with agency. I literally work like an in-house person
yeah, yeah,
as a
I understand.
fractional
Yeah,
CMO, as a fractional media buyer. So help them much, much more than what they are paying me for.
yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So we grow, everyone grows together.
Yeah, I think it's the because I have worked for FinTech for 2 years as well, and
Mhm.
I tell you again, obviously you don't like hearing it, but it's a very dry business. And yeah, and after I left the FinTech, I started my own thing as well. But yeah, it was on a very different scale and on a very different things. But yeah,
Right.
I do understand your point, and it also it actually, to be very honest, takes a lot of courage to make that leap. To be very honest,
Yeah.
and another to your point that you can stay in that fintech business or a good corporate job for for whole your life, like you must have met people who have been there for 20, 30 years, and they are making like 7, 8 figures, and they are like, but they are married to that thing, and they have to survive it out, and they have to do everything that you want. And then once you leave out, you are like, okay, maybe I've done the worst thing that I could do, and I cannot go back, and stuff like that. But after a while, it comes back to you, and you are like, okay, that was probably the best decision of the whole life that I made. So yeah,
Success is on the other side of uh, when you make yourself uncomfortable.
yeah, yeah, makes sense.
Then you can expect success.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
people who are not changing anything, they're just living day to day life and in the same pattern, they are actually do not want to make themselves uncomfortable.
makes sense,
They
makes
are
sense.
just trying to stay comfortable.
Yeah. So, Babar, can you tell me a little bit more about that coach and the seed, because that's the important part. That's what I want to talk about more for a few minutes that we have, because I think a lot of people are in the same situation than we were or you were, because that leap is that leap is very scary. Yeah,
Yeah, of course, it tests everything. It tests your friends, it tests your relationships, it tests your own strengths and weaknesses, it tests your skill set. Like
yeah,
this is this is not only just like the easiest thing that people do is freelancing,
Yeah.
but doing a business is completely different ballgame.
Yeah.
Because in business, you're not only focusing on the fulfillment, you're also taking care of a lot of other headaches, a lot of other obstacles that comes to your way.
Yeah.
Like governments are the
Yeah.
major hurdle a lot of times.
Yeah.
They put a lot of hurdles in your way, like in terms of taxation, in terms of their policies, employees policies, and visa policies. So first 3 years were very difficult for me because I have to not only sponsor myself, I have to meet the criteria to stay in
Yeah.
this country, and also I have to make means for my family also, sponsor them, and
Yeah.
make sure they are living in a good place, and
Yeah.
they are safe, they are not affected, right? And also there's a lot of mental stress toll on oneself because you have to pay yourself a salary, you have to pay your
Yeah.
employees salaries, and
Yeah.
you have to do fulfillment. So in the beginning, I was the salesperson, I was the customer support, I was the technical support, I
Yeah.
was fulfillment, I was the copywriter, everything.
Yeah.
Even learned Canva, which I never
Yeah.
thought I will do that. So
Yeah.
invested in all those tools in,
Yeah.
to make my life easier, and then hire the right people and
Yeah.
train them and make sure they are doing their part. And
Yeah.
just like clients, employees also, the churn rate of
Yeah.
employees also affect the business.
Yeah.
So I'm very lucky that I have very good people from the beginning, and most of them are still with me.
Yeah. I understand. Yeah. And employees is the very interesting and important part. Like,
Mm.
a good employee is a blessing, to be very honest. Like, if you get a really good employee, that actually makes your life, 10 times easier. But if you get a bad one, and it makes you, like, I thought I was a very cool-minded person, but then I had a bad employee, and then I was like, the patience is tested.
Yes, this is what I'm saying to you, that you are tested in all 360,
Yeah,
all dimensions.
yeah.
Even your
But
faith is tested also. Your
yeah, yeah,
values are tested also. Because a lot of time people compromise their values
yeah,
and to fulfill something. I refuse a lot of meetings and business gatherings because those doesn't go get along with
yeah, yeah,
my
I understand. Yeah.
values, religious values, because we do not
So,
pray
Barbara,
that
yeah,
before
yeah,
we
yeah,
do.
I'm sorry to cut
No.
you down. Uh, how do you like? How do you do that? Because that is like, to be very honest, I feel under pressure. Most of the times, I'm like, oh, so I have been saved a lot of times by holy miracles, but I feel that pressure, like, and I don't know what to do about it. Yeah, to be honest.
About
So,
what?
how do you do? Like, for example, there's a business gathering and I'm going there, but I know it does not align with my religious things. So, but at the same time, there's this pressure that, okay, I have to keep making those, I have to keep that momentum going with that client, or it keep yeah. So how do you do that?
See, this is a two-way thing. So if you are um, agreeing on something and going there for business, right, and not offending them
Yeah,
and actually accepting their invitation, they also have to respect you, your boundaries.
yeah,
If that thing is not coming from their side, they are not your customers anyways.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's a
Because
good one.
if they
Yeah,
do not respect you, they
yeah,
won't respect their clients either.
yeah,
So this is why we were I was very clear when I started my agency that it has to be based on some ethics.
yeah, yeah.
And
Makes
this
sense.
is what my business coaches also teach me, luckily. Then business should be done on some ethics. Not We should not forget everything. Like just
Yeah,
money is not the only goal. Like I haven't reached my ultimate financial targets yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I understand.
I'm
Yeah,
very happy. Like what we are doing, the clients are with us are very
yeah,
satisfied. They're happy, and we are taking a lot of their troubles, solving bigger problems for them. And
yeah,
oftentimes we give them discounts also, some clients,
yeah,
because we feel like they shouldn't be paying us this much for that type of work.
yeah, yeah, I understand. Yeah,
They are surprised. Like one of my clients, she said recently, like, Barbara, are you sure? Because she was happy with the work, but
yeah,
I know that what I did for them, I shouldn't be charging full amount because I need to do more.
yeah,
So
I
that is
understand.
also putting pressure on myself. So answering your question, respect is two-way. So if we are, gathering with the clients or with anyone, if they do not respect you, your boundaries, then they are not your clients anyways. So I had this challenge a lot of times, and I happily left those clients or didn't onboard those clients who doesn't want to respect.
Yeah, yeah, that makes that's actually good, and that's actually helpful for me as well, because now that I think about it, a lot of were very respectful of my views, and yeah, those are the guys that I really like, and then there are some that are weird.
Yeah.
That's that's what I would say. Yeah,
I just remember you said very good thing about employees thing, right?
yeah,
So I mean, like out of 22 years of my experience, 16 or 17 years I managed people.
yeah,
I hired a lot of people and I fired a lot of people. And in this, in these 2 decades, I learned one thing, that put a lot of efforts and time as much as you can in hiring the right people.
yeah,
But if you feel like this person is not the right person for you or your company, or me myself not the right person for that uh, employee or person, finish that contract ASAP.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah,
So
that
um, we have a clear policy. Like I tell my whoever I interview, I tell them that we take some time in hiring, but we take no time in firing,
yeah,
because that is good for other person also. Because if
yeah,
we are working together and trying to make things work, it's not a marriage kind of marriage.
yeah,
It's a work relationship. It's a
yeah,
relationship based on needs. If
yeah,
needs are fulfilled, and above that, I see the attitude. If
yeah,
a person is very smart, can bring very good excellent results, but uh, the character is toxic or not good
yeah,
for the
yeah,
environment
yeah,
of the company, I we don't need that, because we are
yeah,
happy going slow
yeah.
rather than getting trouble and making our people unhappy.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. Yeah, and that
Yeah.
actually is wise as well, because a toxic person changes the whole environment in like a few minutes or few hours, and yeah, the damage
Yes,
is
exactly.
irreversible. Yeah,
So this also experience works here a lot,
yeah,
because we see we can train skills,
yeah,
but we cannot change the character of a person
yeah,
or nature of that person,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
So
that's true.
we see character and nature of the person very quickly, observe that, and skills can be learned.
Yeah,
There are people with me who didn't know much, but now they know a lot.
yeah, that's
But
true.
the only thing they have is very good character and honesty.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, Babar, this brings us to the mark. We are at 38 minutes. So, do you have any closing remarks before I end on the podcast?
It was good. Thank you very much for this podcast. This is my life's first podcast. And as I told you, I had this phobia that
Yeah,
what happens on podcasts. A lot of people, they approach me, and I always make excuses.
yeah, I
That
understand.
even today, you say how you played it very cleverly. I was trying to delay,
Yeah,
do it on another day, but we did it. I'm very happy, and thank you very
yeah.
much. And
No,
hope
thank you so
to
much
have
for coming.
more
Yeah,
these kind of talks and
sure, sure,
add
sure.
value.
Yeah, because it's like it's actually very helpful, like to talk about these things because uh, only a person who's doing a business can understand what we go through, and it
Right.
takes a businessman to understand that okay, this is the path that we all went through, and it actually helps me as well. Like what you said actually helps me as well, and I will realign some of my efforts as well. After right after this podcast, I'm gonna make some changes as well. So yeah, this is very helpful. That's why I started it. Like the whole reason I started it is because I get to communicate with the people who are doing good things, and then I can understand, and then some hopefully make myself even 1% or even 0.5% better is really better. Yeah,
Yeah, one step at a time,
yeah,
because you always see the compound effect.
yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah,
is the goal. So
yeah.
awesome. Thank you very much. I have to
Thank
rush
you so
now.
much for coming, Babar. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank
Khuda
you.
Hafiz.
Take care. Bye bye.